Good evening and welcome to BT News. We're your hosts, Roshni
and Sammy. Tonight the topic of discussion will be gene banks and where they're going or have the potential to be going in the future. Gene banks, also referred to as ex situ conservation facilities, as in outside of their natural habitat or site, are capable of housing millions or even billions of plant, animal, and sperm cells.
These cells are stored in very low temperatures around negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 196 degrees Celsius to prevent any chemical or biological activity that might break down the cells from occurring. Seeds can also be frozen at cryonic temperatures, which is deep freezing temperatures, for the purpose of preservation, which will prevent any molecular activity from occurring, but this method is much more expensive than regular freezing, so it is not very common.
Now, you may be questioning if this technique would actually work, but we have evidence. The first time this was successful was on January 8th, 2001, when a baby gar, which is a large native ox in Asia, was born from a common cow. Pictured here is the baby gaur, who actually died 2 days after being born from the cow. However, the death was caused by a very common disease and was completely unrelated to the cloning process.
You've probably heard of a sperm bank at some point of your life. If you have not, it is the same as a gene bank, just for human sperm. Women can go there and be artificially inseminated with the sperm in an attempt to become pregnant.
There are gene banks with human blood samples, but the purpose they serve is to speed up the process of identifying diseases. These are much more private and operated by a small group of scientists rather than in a large facility like plant and animal gene banks are.
If there were blood samples of people who have died, they could be brought back to life through processes including cloning.
Scientists will take a donated egg, fuse it with a cell from the person to be cloned with, and then implant it in the mother. This is a process known as somatic cell nuclear transfer.
The person would be born as an infant and would possess and look identical to the original person. If the person being cloned was Einstein, then the second version of him would possess the same mental capabilities as he did.
The main reason that countries are banning research on human cloning is mostly ethical and religious reasons.
Another reason is cloning of these extraordinary individuals would put huge amounts of pressure on the second version of them.
That's a wrap for tonight. See you next time on BT.